When people think about a societal collapse, their minds immediately jump to the essentials: food, water, security, survival gear. We plan for power outages, stock up on canned goods, and map out bug-out routes. But there's a huge, glaring blind spot in almost every prepper's plan. Nobody talks about what happens to kids. And the truth is, they experience a collapse in a way that is completely, fundamentally different from adults. See, we imagine collapse as the sudden, explosive event a switch flips and the world descends into chaos. But that's not how it works. It's a slow burn, a gradual unwinding of the systems we take for granted. And because kids interpret reality so differently, the initial stages can be dangerously deceptive. You might not realize the profound psychological impact it's having on them until the damage is already done. Let's break down how this unfolds for a child, phase by phase. The first stage is what I call the confusion phase. At the very beginning, when schools close, when the power flickers, when mom and dad are suddenly home all the time, it doesn't feel like a crisis to a child. It feels like an adventure. It's like an endless snow day or an extended summer vacation. There's no school, no homework, no strict bedtime. It's fun. They get to see their parents more, maybe play outside in ways they usually couldn't. As parents, our instinct is to shield them, to normalize the situation. We put on a brave face and say, everything's fine. We might organize family game nights or movie marathons to create a sense of normalcy. But underneath that surface, the foundation is cracking. The routines that structure a child's entire world, the school bell, after-school clubs, Saturday morning cartoons, they're gone. While it seems fun at first, this lack of structure is the first subtle sign that something is deeply wrong. The novelty starts to wear off, and a quiet unease begins to creep in. They might ask, when can I see my friends again? Or when are we going back to school? And your vague answers start to feel less and less reassuring. This leads us directly into the second, more dangerous stage, the fear shift. The extended vacation is no longer fun. The pantry is getting a little emptier. The lights are off more than they're on. And most importantly, the parents are acting different. You might think you're hiding your stress, but you're not. Kids are emotional barometers. They don't need to understand supply chains or geopolitical instability to know that something is terribly wrong. They read your behavior. They see the hushed, tense conversations between you and your partner. They notice you staring blankly out the window. They feel the anxiety radiating off you. When you check the dwindling supplies, your fear becomes their fear. But it's a terrifying, formless fear, because they don't have the adult context to understand it. An adult is scared of running out of food. A child is scared because the two pillars of their universe, their parents, are scared. Their protectors are vulnerable, and that shatters their sense of safety in a way that is far more profound than just being hungry. This is where you might see behavioral changes. A child who was once outgoing might become withdrawn and quiet. Another might act out with uncharacteristic aggression or have nightmares. They are absorbing your stress and reflecting it back. Next comes the adaptation phase, and this is where things get truly strange and heartbreaking. Children are incredibly adaptable, far more than adults. While we are still grieving the loss of the old world, comparing everything to how it used to be, they are already adjusting. The new, chaotic world becomes their normal. This is the only reality they know. Their play, which is a child's way of processing the world, transforms. They're not playing house with dolls in a nice, clean home anymore. They're playing survival. They might build forts and pretend to defend them from scavengers. They might create games around finding clean water or foraging for food in the backyard. What we, as adults, see as a terrifying struggle for existence becomes, for them, the backdrop of their childhood. The sound of a distant siren or the need to be quiet at night isn't a source of constant anxiety. It's just a rule of the game. This resilience is a survival mechanism, but it comes at a tremendous cost. They are normalizing trauma. Their baseline for what is safe and normal is being permanently rewired. So, what are the long-term effects of this rewired childhood? This is the part we really need to think about. Growing up in a world without stable structures, without trust in societal systems, can lead to profound psychological consequences that last a lifetime. For some, the constant stress and lack of security can lead to deep-seated trust issues. If you can't trust that you'll have food tomorrow or that your home is safe, how do you learn to trust other people? This can manifest as an inability to form healthy relationships, a hardened emotional exterior, or a constant state of hypervigilance. This environment can create what psychologists call complex trauma. It's not a single event, but a prolonged state of fear and instability during crucial developmental years. This can impact everything from emotional regulation to cognitive function. Some children might emerge from this as incredibly resilient, resourceful, and independent individuals. They become the leaders and survivors of the new world. But for others, the psychological burden is too much. They might break down, suffering from chronic anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges for the rest of their lives. We simply cannot predict who will bend and who will break. And this brings us to the core truth that so many in the preparedness community ignore. We spend thousands of dollars on long-term food storage, tactical gear, and off-grid energy systems. Our plans focus on the tangible, defense, resources, and skills. But almost none of these plans include a strategy for child psychology. We treat our children as just another mouth to feed, another person to protect. Physically, we don't have a plan for protecting their minds. In a collapse, your child isn't just a passive piece of luggage you have to carry to safety. They are an active participant, and you have to prepare them, not just protect them. This means talking to them in age-appropriate ways. It means managing your own fear because they are watching you. It means creating new routines and rituals to provide a sense of stability, even in chaos. It means teaching them skills not just for survival, but for resilience. It means understanding that their mental and emotional well-being is just as critical to their survival as food and water. If you have kids, your survival plan is dangerously incomplete if it doesn't account for their unique experience. Because when the world we know unravels, they won't experience it the way you do. Their scars will be different. Their normal will be different. And preparing for that is the most important prep of all. Thanks for watching. If this gave you something to think about, please like and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the basics of survival. Stay safe and stay mindful.